I'm
Yes,
good.
sir.
You don't need that thing open?
Well,
Okay,
good.
you got it open?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, tough loss today. The wind's blowing in, and it's really hard to score on days like that. It's more important than ever to smother the other team with strikes, and really, they got a big hit in the third, and we didn't really get any hits, and that's kind of the story of the game. And I thought their starter, Jonathan Cannon, was just outstanding. He would have been good against any team today in any ballpark. Up to 96, fastball to both sides, 3 good secondary pitches. So, he dominated. We were just overmatched for 5 innings. And as soon as they went to the pen, we started, we had some people on base and we couldn't get a big hit, and they got a big hit in the third. So I thought Mcnary gave us a good start. Every day you come to the ballpark, you take 6 innings of 3 runs, and Jake Leger pitched well at the pen. I thought Luke Holman, back-to-back times, he's looking really good, taking a step forward. So he's somebody that we're really excited about, and with where we are on the mound right now, he's going to get a lot more opportunity these next 4 weeks. So, you hate saying this in week 6, but I told the kids, and I'm not going to dodge it. Like, tomorrow's the biggest game they've ever played in. You start chasing wins at this point in league play with the schedule that we have left. That's a formula for disaster. So, we got Dylan Ray fresh tomorrow. Grayson, it's a pretty left-handed heavy lineup Georgia has. They've used some of their good relievers that may be available tomorrow, but Grayson's going to give us a great start, and we've got to get some offense tomorrow.
Coach, what do you say about Dominic Smith's progression so far throughout the season, both offensively and behind the plate?
Yeah, Dom has shown some life offensively, and kind of I've talked about it at some point this week, but he was really good like all fall and even early in the preseason, and then he hits a couple home runs opening day. So the first month or 3 weeks we had him hitting somewhere between 2 and 5 in the order is somebody that we really believed in, and he had performed consistently over an extended period of time. And he after opening day just wasn't as good as he had been for a while, and the way that he's played the last week and a half is kind of what we expected from him, and I say that as a compliment to Dom. No matter how old you are, how much success you've had coming into this league for the first time, it's a real challenge. And he was scuffling for a while. I think up until a week and a half ago, after opening day, he had like 3 or 4 extra base hits over 30-ish game stretch. So he's barreled more balls recently, and I think Dom's a really good player, and he's making some good progress, and we need some other guys to come along with him.
What do you think made Cannon so dominant on the mound this afternoon?
Well, that dude smothered us with strikes with 4 pitches with high-end stuff. Usually, there's kind of a sliding scale typically of a lot of times the guys with a better pitch ability don't have as much stuff, meaning velocity or the swing and miss secondary stuff. And he was both today. He was really commanding the ball, and he had 4+ pitches for this level. So, again, I wish we had been more competitive and made him work a little harder to get us out, but I don't want to take away from how talented he is and how good he was today. He was outstanding.
Going back to the UAB game and yesterday's game today, all the games have been relatively close and narrow. What is your message to the team, heading into tomorrow, just about how, just those narrow margins and overcoming those?
Well, there are no consolations or moral victories. It's not uncommon to see swings in baseball. We had been in a rough stretch, and then we win 9 in a row or 10 out of 12 or whatever. And, part of that is the schedule. Tennessee is like the best team I've ever seen. Georgia's one of the best teams in the country with Cannon pitching, and they're still very good anyway. But we just got to play a little better. And I just reminded the kids, we're still the same team that swept 3 at Ole Miss, that won 9 in a row. But we've got to play a little better. Somebody's got to get a big hit. We're pitching well on the most part. We're a little challenged offensively in league play, and we got to do a little better offensively. We've got to pitch a little better, and we got to defend a little better. Your margin for error in this league is very, very slim, and you can't, you don't want the kids to press, but you can't play your B+ game, unless the other team makes mistakes. You get the back half of league play, and everybody plays clean, because everybody's played 40 games. And I mean, Georgia hasn't given us anything in 2 days. It's to their credit, and they've made some plays and some pitches, and we haven't gotten that big hit. And that's kind of been the difference. That's how you lose 2 close games to a really good team. That's how that happens.
Coach, how important is it to come back home after playing back-to-back weeks in tough SEC environments and still have the constant fan support y'all have had throughout the season?
Yeah, those kids on right field have been amazing, and I'd like to go out there and watch a couple games with them. That's how people want to watch baseball, right? And the weather's great, and we have a great climate down here. You want to spread out with your cooler and your lawn chair and your dog, and there's a lot of times I go recruiting. I wish I had a lawn chair, my pups with me. The fans have been awesome, and I feel a real burden to put a better product on the field for them. It's just, in 5 years, they just keep coming, and, I feel a real burden to give them more to cheer for.
How pleased were you with Mcnary's ability to settle in after giving up that big hit in the 3rd?
It was huge, it gives us a chance to have a fresh pin for tomorrow, and all these kids want to be starting pitchers, and what a lot of the young ones don't realize is, if you're a starter, man, we need 85 pitches out of you, and you're not always going to have your best stuff, and you don't have time to pout, and that was a tough inning for Jacob, because there was like a 6-hopper down the line and another soft contact single, it was a bunt, right? 6-hopper down the line, a beautiful bunt. You mix in a walk, and then he really makes some pitches and gets 2 soft contact ground ball outs, and he's like right there to get out of the inning. And to Harbor's credit, he smoked the ball into the wind. He got the big hit that we haven't gotten enough this year. And some bad luck. You give up a bunch of soft contact and a walk and a double. It should be maybe one run. And it's 3. And Jacob's very mature, and he knows he doesn't have time to pout. But his job is to go back out there and put up zeros and give us a chance. And if we have to go to the bullpen right then, or he has to pitch through some more traffic and gives up another run or 2, it totally changes the complexion of the game. And even though we didn't win today, we made them use a couple of their good relievers, and we were within striking distance. You're a flare and a walk and 1 swing away from tying it up. So, again, those are moral victories and consolation prizes. But Jacob's really, really mature, and he pitches that way.
Anything else?